When it comes to raising children, there's no one right way and one wrong way. This isn't a video about bulldozer parenting or helicopter parenting or free range parenting. This is about that energy that we carry with us, that children pick up like sponges. Even though we may not be screaming, we may not be panicking right in front of a child, they can really tell what is going on beneath the surface. It is our words and the way we convey our hopes and dreams for them that can convey our worry and stress and fears. And so it's very important that we release that stress. We're all stressed, but kids, even more so than adults, are sensitive to that stress. And they will absorb that and reflect it back to us. And they won't control it as well as we may be controlling it as adults. And it tends to turn into anxiety and stress and pressure and worries and all of those things that are afflicting young people today. And so it's very important that we recognize how we are putting that pressure on our children, and that we always bring a calm energy to our children. And the way we do that is by getting rid of this hope and expectation that children won't make mistakes. This is one of those most important lessons that we can teach children, that it is okay to be wrong, okay to fail and make mistakes. And so we can learn and grow from that so that they can work with fun and joy and not pressure, not fear. And this is how everybody does their best work. And so we really have to give up these ideas of a perfect child and let them make mistakes, and then be there to lovingly guide them. This doesn't mean we allow bad behavior, but it means there's no anger in us when teaching, correcting. There is no need for a child to feel as though they need to be perfect. This is usually our own psychosis that we project onto them. And it's so common and so natural. But when we become aware of the effect it has on our children, then we are more likely to release that stress in our own lives, to take responsibility for our anxieties and worries we have about our children, and trust that they will survive their mistakes, that giving them these neuroses is not the best way to raise a child to be happy, to be a happy adult, which is the ultimate goal. And so we don't just let them exhibit bad behavior and then we respond with anger. And we don't have to reflect their energy at all. And instead we bring calmness and let them reflect that energy. It's like when a child hurts themselves. They scrape their knee. And the parent might rush over, panicked, screaming, "Oh no," and so worried that it freaks the kid out. And then the kid starts crying. But that same situation, a parent can come over and go, "Oh, that's nothing, you'll be fine." And then the kid doesn't even cry because they realize there's nothing to worry about. And this is how children only understand the world through the eyes of the adults, the more experienced people who've lived. And so this is why letting a child know it's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it's essential, it's inevitable, and it is a wonderful learning opportunity. This is a great way to go through life instead of fear of failure, instead of perfectionism, instead of immense pressure to always be the best that they can put on themselves. And instead, they can play, explore, learn, and grow in the healthiest way possible so that they can love to learn. And when they love to learn, when they love to grow, then there's no need for that bullwhip to get them to study. And the second thing that we can do is to help them release their own stress, to help them discover presence. And one of the greatest ways we can do this for a child when they are acting out is to just sit with them calmly. And it's almost like tricking them into meditation. We just sit with them, we breathe with them, we help them get it out of their system, and we start to match breath rates and heart rates. But it's essential that they learn these mindfulness skills to become present, to snap out of their head, and to realize that these thoughts, these impulses, these bad behaviors are not in control of them, but they are in control. And they learn this by shifting their focus and attention to their breath, to their parents, and anything else in the present moment. It can be a flower. It can be seeing the clouds in the sky. Whatever is in the here and now is going to be that gateway to the present moment. And that is where peace lies. So we don't have to allow a tantrum in public. We can lovingly pull them aside, lovingly help them calm down. But when it's the anger response, this is when we really are indoctrinating kids that it's okay to get angry, that there's plenty to get angry about, and that even kids just being kids is worth getting angry about. And of course, kids will be kids. Kids will act like kids. Kids will mess up like kids. And when we accept this reality, there is nothing a child can do that can make us upset, because everything is normal. Everything any young, innocent child can do is purely just kids being kids. And as that loving presence, and we stay peaceful and loving through those ups and downs, they will come to us when they need help. They will not feel they have no one to talk to. And this is how we can truly care for our children, no matter what's going on, with that deep connection always being built on love, presence, and acceptance of the other person. Because children do pick up on this feeling of, oh, I see, I did something and now I'm not worthy. I did something wrong and now I have got to earn that love again. And this may create a do-gooder child, but that child will grow up to be a people pleaser, to put others before themselves, and most of the time these people end up having a breakdown where they realize that they are giving and giving and there's nothing left for themselves, and they become vulnerable to being taken advantage of or abuse because they always put others' needs above their own. And so it's essential that we raise kids strong and independent and never questioning their worth.